Hi Virgo, welcome to Awaken Spirit Wisdom. In this reading, we will be exploring what shadow energy you are currently transmuting personally and collectively, which you may or may not be aware of. So I will pull out a blind spot card which has a healing symbol on it to activate your unconscious, to bring this pattern into your awareness gently and to help you transmute it at a root cause. So it helps to activate you and also bring healing to the pattern that you're currently working through. We'll be drawing a crystal card and an Archangel card to give you extra support through this process, and then also we'll be doing some oracle cards, tarot cards, to gain further information that you may need to know, and also to see what the outcome will be if you do choose to transform this energy. So this reading is not time specific. I trust that if you have been drawn to this reading, a deeper part of your soul is ready to move through this energy and transform it. So take what resonates for you. Obviously it will mean something slightly different to each of you because it is a general reading. So I'm going to pull out all the cards to start with, and then I will do the reading from there. So I'm only going to pull one card from each of these because there's way too much information, and I will be reading from the book because they are quite full-on cards. So Virgo, what is Virgo currently moving through at this moment, please, Spirit? Energy Virgo is currently transmuting. Okay. And what crystal will be supporting Virgo through this process? Just one card, please, Spirit. No, we've got 25 million cards. I'm only going to pull one, so I'm going to get these cards and then I'm going to put them back in the pile and start again. Just one card, please, Spirit. Okay, that's the one then. Multiplies. And then what archangels are working with Virgo through this process. Guys, I'm just determined to get more than one card out, but I'm not doing it because this reading is going to be so long if I do. So I really have to just keep it short and sweet. So obviously call on whoever you feel you connect with. This is just a guide. Okay, Spirit, what else do we need to know, and what is the outcome for Virgo if they do work through this energy? I'm going to put that card there, but I don't feel we need it, so we'll see what unfolds. Okay, so I'm going to read from the book. Like I said, that's the book. That's the card. So you've got that card and the number 38, which is reactivity. Just so you know I'm not making it up. Reactivity. If you have drawn this card, you are currently emotionally reacting instead of responding, and you are not seeing why you are reacting the way you are. As people, we only react when we feel deeply threatened. The reality is that you feel unsafe and at risk in this scenario in some way. When we feel threatened, our survival mechanism takes over our capacity to objectively view and understand the situation at hand. These mechanisms make us act immediately. We react in order to avoid, postpone, or nullify the threat of loss. Like a gunshot shooting off a bullet, we act so quickly that we make serious mistakes which we can't take back and may spend a long time paying for. If you have drawn this card, the threat in the circumstance in which you find yourself is not as imminent or as big as you think it is. It may not even be there at all. But the idea of that threat is causing you to think, say, and do things that are making the problem much bigger than it was to begin with. And the more reactive you get, just going to turn the page, the more potential for the solution will diminish. Anytime we are reactive, we are on the defensive. This means we have a real vulnerability we are hiding and guarding. What is that vulnerability? What are you really afraid of? What is really painful in this scenario? In this scenario, it is critical to stop, slow things down, and do nothing until you are no longer in an emotionally charged state of being. When we walk into a lake, often we stir up the mud at the bottom of the lake, and this clouds the water so we cannot see clearly. We need to stand completely still and wait for the mud to settle back to the bottom of the water in order to see clearly. The mud in the water in this scenario is the charged emotions in your body. Do not act until it has settled. By slowing things down and refusing to act until the stirred up emotional mud has settled, you are giving yourself a chance to come out of fight or flight mode and see the situation from an objective standpoint. You can then respond according to the more objective understanding that you do have. A reaction is instantaneous and is therefore driven by the subconscious mind. This means it is driven by past trauma, beliefs, bias, prejudice, my tongue is getting tongue twisted. I've done a few readings, and primitive bodily functions. Because it is a function of the subconscious, you do it without thinking. Response, however, is driven by the conscious mind. It happens when we make a decision after evaluating long-term effects, the impact on others, as well as our deepest values and personal truth. Because it involves conscious choice, it is a byproduct of free will. If you have drawn this card, you are being asked to respond, not react. If you have drawn this card, it will benefit you to spend some time accepting in the energy of the card number 30, as well as this one, and coming to understand its message as well. So card number 30, which I'm not going to get into, is short-term thinking. Because I feel actually what's really coming through from Spirit is that your reaction and your response and reactive response is more out of those deeper rooted emotions, pains, traumas that are being triggered. So you're going along doing your thing, and the next thing this stuff is coming out of nowhere and it's just triggering something that happened to you a long time ago that has obviously accumulated through different experiences and has now become a sore point, where if somebody even looks at you in that specific way, that's it. So what Spirit are wanting to bring to your attention is not so much the reaction, although that's what the card is mentioning, so take what is relevant to you. But I feel more deeply than that, it's more to do with you needing to take the time to really understand what the core root of the pain that is being triggered. So what is the trigger actually hitting? What is this thing that's coming at you? What is it really hitting? Where is it sore? Emotionally, mentally, physically? Why is it so raw? And go more towards the root of when it started, because once you heal the root cause of that pain, the trigger will no longer require you to react or even respond. So what's really being called for from Spirit is to go within and truly understand what those deeper pains, vulnerabilities, traumas are. Heal that, spend time healing that, get help if you need to, do what you need to do, because once that is healed, nothing can trigger that ever again, and you won't be in the cycle of reactive response without actually thinking about it. So you have the crystal moldavite coming through. So do look up the spiritual meaning of moldavite or the energy meaning of moldavite crystal. It will bring you some further information. You can also call on this energy of the crystal if you don't have the physical crystal to help you move through whatever this is. The key words are grounding, connection, and evolution. So a lot of the time when you're triggered, you're not grounded. You're already detached from your root chakra, or so if you detach from your root chakra and you're not physically grounding yourself or your energy, you're already feeling at risk of being threatened. So this stone will help you to ground. Drawing this card signifies it's a time to appreciate the good things already in your life. Make plans to change what holds you back from fulfilling your intentions. Well, doesn't that say a lot? The importance of moldavite becomes more apparent as human consciousness evolves. Its grounding and connective qualities help newly incarnating souls to tap into Earth's energy. It is said to have extraterrestrial origin and therefore can be a fusion of cosmic and earthly energies. It teaches us to see the bigger cosmic picture while reminding us to appreciate the beauty and the gifts of this place where we are. So I do feel that when you work through these deep-rooted traumas, triggers, whatever they are for you, because they'll be different for each and every one of you, it will help you to understand what your soul journey has been through this lifetime and perhaps even past lifetimes. So some of these deeper wounds may be actually past life wounds that you are still trying to work through, resolve, heal, transform, and this is the energy you are transforming. So it may be that for some of you it bypasses childhood and goes into past lifetimes, so you really may need to do some work on that. Meditate and see what it means for you specifically. Moldavite aids the effects of other stones and is key in any transformational and healing work. Well, this stone is going to blow your brain. It's really going to help facilitate you through the stuff that you're working through. The powerful stone facilitates working with the masters and other cosmic beings, opening and raising your own levels of cosmic consciousness. Wow, I said it's going to blow your brain. So not only have we got Archangel Michael coming to help you with this and heal you, you've got ascended masters and cosmic beings that are coming to you at this time because you are healing a significant soul, or maybe soul fragments, and you are completing a massive soul cycle at this moment in time. And we are coming up to all the eclipses, so you are coming into a massive opportunity, a huge gateway, and these beings are coming forward to help you really shift this energy, because there is something so much better coming up for you. The energies begin by grounding the self, aligning the chakras and cleansing the auras, then raising your vibration. It is often useful for work with a grounding stone, so that would be hematite or smoky quartz, something like that. And that will help to really bring you into your body, especially if you've been traumatized, because if you had trauma in past lives or in your childhood, it's really difficult to ground your energy and be present on the earth plane. So you are already leaving yourself open on some level, feeling vulnerable and disconnected, and that your survival is being threatened. So just bear that in mind. You've got Archangel Michael coming to you to say you are safe. I am protecting you against lower vibrational energies and guarding you and your loved ones in your home. Archangel Michael is helping you to transmute all this energy. And some of you, it's really, really heavy stuff. So well done for even taking that on. For some of you, it's a massive completion of a soul progression that you are coming through and out of, to birth into a whole new phase of your experience. Michael will help you to clear any old cords, attachments, will help to bring truth and help you to bring you illumination as to what really happened, so that you can allow for the healing to take place. So there's always three sides to every story: your experience, their experience, and what actually happened. And what actually happened is what the true reason for that experience to be born, or to have occurred, is that there's a gift in that experience that you haven't got yet, and you need to go and get that in order to shift and heal, forgive, and move through and detach from all this old stuff that you were working through. You have the patience card, so I do feel that this is a process that may be longer than a few days. So just be gentle with yourself. There is the clock that is been highlighted, so I do feel that for some of you, you need to go back in time, and maybe into childhood, and maybe well past that, and maybe past lives, and maybe like really far down the past life journey, that you get to the root of this. But I do feel that you are totally being supported to help you, and there is a lot of healing around your heart chakra, as well as your mind and your thoughts, which ties in with that. And you are going to come out of this when you do this work, and yes, it's going to be different for each and every one of you. You're going to come out feeling so much lighter. Your perception of yourself and all of life is going to have changed as well. I feel that you're going to just be so free and light of all that old energy, because I feel that Spirit are definitely wanting to lift you, raise your vibration to a whole new perspective of who you truly are, because whatever this is has really been pulling you down for a long, long time. Then you've got the Temptation card, which would normally signify the Devil card. And this, to me, really just confirms that you are letting go of so much heavy energy, old dark thoughts, patterns, beliefs that are all tied in with this, that have held you back for more than one lifetime. It really does feel like more than one lifetime. And you will need a lot of time and space to allow for you to heal and transition into this next cycle of your life. So some of you may well be going through the dark night of your soul. You are going through an incredible transformational period, and it does take time for the energy to move out of you in this lifetime and for the new energy to come in. So this may well be a cycle of about 3 months for you. Some of you it will be quicker, and some of you maybe about 3 months. So just be gentle with yourself, because you are going to give birth to a whole new part of you. And this to me is coming through as a whole new aspect of your soul energy is going to be rebirthed into your being. Now this takes time to come in because it's a higher vibrational energy and needs time to integrate into your physical being. And it's going to require you to get a lot of rest. So you may go through some ascension type symptoms. So do look up what that is so you understand what it is you're going through. And then you can obviously allow yourself to heal. This is going to be quite a difficult period for you. It's going to bring up a lot of trauma, a lot of rawness. You are safe, you are protected. Michael is really surrounding you with amazing protection as you go through this energy. And there is reference to this apple, I think it's an apple. And the rawness of that, it's almost like this apple is really raw, but this new energy is coming in to soothe that and to heal that energy, heal that rawness, so that you are able to fly into who you are. So this is the new aspect of you that's coming forward. Grounded, spiritual connection, balanced, wise, powerful. You've got the full moon behind that. So for some of you this is transforming over the next few weeks until the lunar eclipse in Capricorn on the 5th of July. So doing this process is really going to awaken you to some soul gifts that you have already mastered and achieved in past lifetimes. And this energy needs to come in to your being. So this energy is what this is this, and it's coming into this. Okay, so like I said, you're going to need some time to rest and heal while this new energy comes in that is going to blow your mind. Your mind isn't going to really fully understand it, but your soul energy is totally going to know exactly what it is that's coming forward for you. And you are ultimately going to walk away from something towards something that perhaps you've always wanted. It's going to be a lot easier for you to go towards this new desire, this new dream, this new... It's like you're waiting for the ship to come in. It's going to be coming in as a result of this energy coming forward for you. It may be something totally different to what you've actually ever thought was possible. So just keep an open mind. It may be that it comes in a totally different way that you ever dreamed would come in. But it is coming in. It's going to take time and patience. You are moving through this energy. This is what you are currently transmuting. You have a gateway opening up and a lot of spiritual support coming through to help you end this cycle on a soul level, as well as from this lifetime as well. And what comes as a result of that is going to give birth to this amazing energy and soul energy and wisdom gifts. I can't put it into words, and that's exactly how you're going to feel. You won't know how to articulate this, but a deeper part of you will absolutely know what it is. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to even put it into words because it's going to mean something different for each of you, but it's going to blow your mind in such an amazing way, but you're not going to be able to articulate it into words. You're just going to have this incredible feeling of, oh wow, this has been what an incredible journey, this lifetime, these lifetimes of being. So yes, good luck. I wish you all the best. Do let me know how this energy is playing out for you if you want to share it, and take care. God bless.